What's going on, all my chat room dogs? I want to welcome you to it's going to be a kind of a long reaction show. We'll kind of go over this bullshit that these guys are doing, and to kind of give you all a better understanding of actually what's happening here. Before we even break down the reaction, y'all young men have to understand that there's a difference between street game and just coming up with bullshit ass content that hurt a lot of young men. Gentlemen, since I would love to, and I want to give you guys a history lesson. And before I give you this history lesson, I do want you guys to know, do not believe me. See it for yourself. That's all we ask you to do, is see it for yourself in this history lesson that I'm about to walk you through real quick. Let's just go down memory lane, because people think that people think that what's happening now, especially with the content creators who go from Metal to Be On Your Purpose to No Fab, High Value Man, Money Closing Status, Handsome Man Game, Riz, and all these things they come up with. People think everything is brand new, but there's nothing new under the sun. And always remember, since the dawn of time, people have been taking from certain groups of people and trying to make it more than what it actually is. So I'll just give you a few points, or just to give you a few examples. The very first one, everybody thinks this guy is the king of rock and roll, but we already know, if you do your homework, you will know about this young black lady named Rosetta Thorpe, who was doing things way before he came along. He went across the street, saw that, and ran back to his side of the world, started shaking his hips, and everybody thought that he was the guy, you know what I mean? Also, gentlemen, what y'all don't know is that for all you guys out there who love rap music, you know, MTV used to be a video station that used to show videos. Now, it didn't show black people until Prince and Michael Jackson afterwards, but you guys don't even know your history lesson, who is the first rapper on MTV, and it was a white lady named Blondie. She came up with a song named Rapture. What she did is she went on the streets again with around a bunch of black people with Fab Five Freddy, and she picked up a thing that they were doing was called rapping. And what she did was she took that, ran it back to the other side, and added it to a song, I think, called Rapture. Last but not least, all you guys that follow Andrew Tate, I know that's going to make a lot of you upset, but I just want to show you truth. There was somebody before Andrew Tate, and I want to show you this guy right here. Now, what does that resemblance look like? Now, look to the right. That's who he used to look like. Shaves his head, tries to have a little attitude, steals some stuff from the black side in the streets from Max, Pimps, Players, Ballers, and Hustlers, gentlemen, and created a book called The Game that a lot of young Caucasians and blacks and Spanish and greens and purples and blues watch this thing to create acronyms, pickup lines, and things like that. Because what people have always done is they would take from people across on another side, steal that information, and make it theirs. And why am I telling you this? Because, gentlemen, what you see right here is nothing but kayfabe with Fresh and Fit. We all know that these guys don't have game. All they do is like to yell at women, regurgitate information from a guy who really doesn't have his. Y'all do understand. Please look up the word Rollo Tomasi, and you will realize that is a fictional character from a movie called L.A. Confidential. But don't believe me. Don't believe me. See it for yourself. But why am I telling you this? Because we're going to break down kayfabe. Gentlemen, what you see right here, before we even start the thing, kayfabe is actually something where it started kind of like in the wrestling world, where the wrestling used to be territories. So what happened was Vincent Sr. Brought all the territories together to create a thing called the WWF. And then what he did was he wanted to tell a story by separating the characters by the good guys and the bad guys, by pretending that you come from parts unknown, and to make the child or the person believe that this person is what he actually is in real life. And why am I saying that? To go into what you're about to see right here in this kayfabe, because this is not game. So let's go ahead and press play. Let's go ahead and react to it. And I'm sorry for the history lesson, but it was very important to tie this all in. Here we go.
And I know she's watching right now. And honestly, like, the chickens have come to roost because we weren't going to come out with this. We're going to keep this professional and, let this play out in the league.
Now, wait a second. The chickens that come to roost, keep it professional. But, gentlemen, I'm going to show y'all some things. And I want you to open it. Please don't get mad at me. I just want you to think for a second.
Etc. But I'm not Fresh. I'm not Walter. I'm my own man, and you're coming at both of us. So
you're not your own man. You're not your own man. Because a man is never going to talk for another motherfucking man. Guys, let me explain something to you. In the game, on the streets, with the maps, the pimps, the players, the ballers, the hustlers, the men, nobody speaks for another man. Nobody, what you should see is that other motherfucker sitting there explaining this, but this even makes himself worse, and this is bad for the brand, gentlemen, and I'm going to explain to you why it's bad for the brand. Here we go.
15 to 20 days actually hanging out with each other and speaking to each other, and during the course of them meeting and hanging out with each other, Fresh is vetted. They interviewed her for... In there, she says that he was talking to other women, so she knows that, right? So they met on November 21st at El Santo, okay?
As I said, gentlemen, bad for the brand. They met. Now, gentlemen, before I say what I want to say, I want you to hear from his mouth. From his mouth. I want you to hear from his mouth. Before we even start, listen, I want you to hear from his mouth. Listen.
Okay, which is a club here in Miami, right? Pretty much Fresh trademark. They went on their first date November 26th. They had sex that night, okay? She left.
They met and had sex that night, and you know that motherfucker doesn't have any game. You know he doesn't have any game. Because the motherfucker is not giving his dick away for free. But let me explain this. Let's listen. Watch how they're self-sabotaging themselves.
On November 28th for New York. As you guys know, this girl has an apartment in New York as well. She was going back and forth between here and there. And then they talked on WhatsApp on January 1st, 2024. So he saw her again, guys, right? So she left the 28th, and then he started talking on WhatsApp on the 1st. I mean, they were talking on Instagram before that, but as you guys know, we can't show those messages because first Instagram got wiped with mine. Then, on December 28th to January 10th, she was in Miami, right? They spent a few days together. About half that time, she wasn't with Fresh, right? Then, they didn't see each other again until March 9th, right, in Barbados. They met in Barbados and hung out in Barbados for a few days, right? They were there for approximately 3 days. Then she was in Miami for the rest of that period, right? So from March 9th to 24th, they spent time together here in Miami and also in Barbados. That's where she met his family, etc.
Gentlemen, when in the game do you not only fuck a woman that you just met, but you spend time with her, you fly her, you see her, and you take that woman to meet your mother? When in the game does a man who meets a jump off from the beginning, the first night, when do you meet a woman and spend time with her and fly and meet your parents? But gentlemen, this is what we're telling y'all to be careful about who you follow, who you listen to, because that's not the game. A man doesn't just meet a woman and take her and fly around and meet the parents. Now, wait, look at this here, guys. Well, look at this. Watch this, guys. I'm saying, watch this, guys. Let me turn on the music. Hold on. Look at that right there. Who does this? With a woman you just met the first night, got some pussy. Y'all think I'm being mean? I want y'all to think for a second. But this is your leader. These are your leaders. You got one guy speaking for his butt buddy. You got his butt buddy tricking, on a woman he just met the first night that gave him some pussy? And then he starts a relationship with her? Oh, no, it gets better. Oh, let's go to this. Here we go. Come on. Let's keep going.
Right? Then, so what? We're talking about 20 days here that they spent, even though they knew each other since November. She was in China for a period of time, New York, etc., come back and forth. So they've spent about, I'd say, roughly 15 to 20 days together, right?
15. Oh, man. Come on, man. This can't be. Y'all can't. Jim, I know y'all not this gullible, young men. I know you're not this gullible. Gentlemen, I understand, gentlemen. Even back in the day, like I showed you, a lot of guys right now have midlife crises, depression and stuff that are my age, that will you be one day follow this guy right here and believe that he had game and everything. It's the same thing that's happening to you guys is going to happen to you guys when y'all follow motherfuckers that don't know what they're talking about. It's crazy.
During the course of this time, there were a bunch of red flags that Fresh noticed that made him say, you know what, I don't know if I could take this girl seriously. Number one, he had mentioned to her that there was a guy in Las Vegas. As you guys know, we go to Las Vegas all the time to do, Access Vegas, etc. We'll actually be there tomorrow, okay? And when we were out there, a photographer had said, oh, I know her. And he didn't say anything bad. However, when Fresh mentioned to her that someone in Vegas knew her, she got really nervous and scared. And he was like, that's weird. Why would you get so nervous? Right? Number two, she has 3 phones. Okay?
Gentlemen, this can't be. This ain't real, dog. Gentlemen, this can't be real. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me see. Dude, we're live, man. Let me hold on. This can't be real. Hold on, let me pull something up. While I'm talking to y'all, man. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Hold on. What is that shit? What is that fucking? Is it that movie? I forgot the name of the movie. I gotta show y'all this, dog, because y'all don't. Oh, that's what I'm sorry. Hold on, watch this. Oh, I was about to tell you the wrong name. Let me show y'all something. Because I always keep telling you there's nothing new under the sun, right? Let me show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. Y'all think I'm playing around. Let me go ahead and show y'all what the fuck I'm talking about. Let me grab this audio. Let me grab it. I'm doing this live, gentlemen, because I want y'all to see this. Hold on, let me see this. Hold on, let me grab this joint right here. Here we go. Gentlemen, let me explain to you what's happening real quick and why all this shit is some bullshit. Let me show y'all something, gentlemen. And again, don't believe me. I always say, gentlemen, please do your homework. But I want you to understand that I don't think it was in the 80s or it was either the late 80s or more like it was in the 90s. There was a movie in the 90s called Pretty Woman, gentlemen. And you know what Pretty Woman was? Pretty Woman was a guy who had money, who met a whore, and dated her and fell in love with her. Don't believe me? Look at the trailer. You can look at the synopsis of this thing. It was about a guy who had money that met It was about a guy who had money that met a whore. Oh, gentlemen, she was a whore. He met a whore the first night. And he's flying. We're part of the game, and they teach you what. So they want you to meet it. So wait. See, the thing about the game, you got to live what you live. And this is what separates those who actually have game. Because when you have game, you're living the lifestyle that you're used to, that you're telling and teaching if you actually have game. And this is why I always tell you guys, be careful about who you follow. Be careful about who you follow. Because sometimes you follow people and they don't even know what they're talking about. And when you're dealing with a content creator, how do you justify you meeting a woman and flying around, meeting your parents, and taking her to Vegas? Pretty woman. Let's go. See what else. Let's see what else he's got to say in all this bullshit that's happening. This is crazy, gentlemen. Absolutely crazy.
Finally admitted that she had sugar daddies in the past. She took off to New York right away, right?
She admitted she had sugar daddies. So why are you nutting up in a woman that has sugar? Come on, man. Y'all can't be, all my guys watching these guys, y'all cannot be serious and believe that these guys are teaching you game.
And she didn't, and we'll show an Instagram picture right now, actually, real fast, of when she took off. So she goes, after Fresh told her, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't intend on marrying you. And, I'm not going to get you an apartment because, mind you, this all started, guys, because she wanted an apartment and Fresh said no, right? And she so she leaves abruptly and she drops the Instagram story saying bye, going to find a better life, right? As she's getting on a plane to go back to New York, and she's been in New York since, right? She left on or about, I want to say March 26th, I think is the day that she left, March 26th. So they get back. So the timeline, again, November 21st, they meet, okay? No, they hang out again December 28th to January 10th for a period of time. Then,
so what guy gets a piece of pussy the first night gonna spend all that time with a woman that he just met, dog? Man, come on, man. This can't be real, man. Come on, I know he's fucking. Y'all gotta be fucking with me if y'all believe these guys have game. They're sinking themselves under the boat by even telling you, okay, so what we're going to teach you is to meet a woman the first night and spend time with her, sleep under her, nut up inside her, hold her, fly her around, and have her meet your parents? Fuck. Man, man, it's crazy.
from March 9th to the 24th, he basically breaks up with her a day or two after they get back, their.
So when did she become a girl? Guys, come on in there. He doesn't even know her for even 8 months. How are you making her your girlfriend? How are you making her your girlfriend? I can't make this up.
Back in Barbados, here in Miami, says, hey, I don't want to get you the apartment. I don't want to marry you. I don't think this is going to work out like long term, because she wanted a serious relationship. So she gets on a plane and leaves on the 26th, right? Mind you, well, actually, no, we're going to talk about that later on. We're going to talk about the pregnancy in a whole other chapter. We got a couple chapters on this thing. But I just wanted to give you guys the relationship, okay? So that's how they met. That's how long they've hung out with each other and known each other. Though they've known each other since November, cumulatively speaking, okay, they only spent roughly between 15 to 20 days actually hanging out with each other and speaking to each other. And during...
Who in 15 or 20 days meets a woman and does all this shit for? Come on, man. This ain't the game, gentlemen. Gentlemen, this is not the game.
the course of them meeting and hanging out with each other, Fresh is vetting her. He's testing her, he's asking her questions, etc. And she failed the test, right? She failed the test. These are a couple of the red flags that he noticed while he was hanging out with her in person.
So you see red flags and you nut up in the pussy? You see red flags and you nut up in the pussy, right?
That made him say, I can't commit to this girl. I can't take this girl seriously. Mind you, he was doing his thing and he had other women as well, which is something that she was also angry about during this whole situation. So there we go. Now that we have an idea of the relationship, let's get into the other elephant in the room, okay? We talked about the first elephant in the room with the relationship and Fresh being an idiot, which he is. Let's just be honest here. He made a big fucking mistake. And it is what it is. You know, guys make...
All right, hey, gentlemen, a mistake would be, all right, I got that pussy one time, no rubber, oh shit. But if you're constantly fucking her raw, that's not a mistake, man. That's a choice.
mistakes. No one is perfect, but this one was a big one. And we got to take accountability for that. He fucked up here, right? So as you guys know, she's been running around. She went on Abba and Preach's pod, right? And I'm not surprised. You know, Abba and Preach have been making videos on us for years now at this point. They've made somewhere between 30 to 40 videos on us, talking shit, trying to attack our character, etc. And other podcasts as well she's went on, you know, talking about this story, etc. She's essentially been doing a press run the past few days ever since she leaked this phone call and text messages, right? And I'm going to show you guys a clip. One of the things she's been doing is saying that she is not a sex worker, right? So let's go ahead and play the two clips where she says this. Here's from one podcast, which I will not name.
They're accusing me for being escort and being on this kind of website. Just use the brand. If I'm a Miss Asia and I'm a former bodybuilder, why would I put myself on the internet? On
It doesn't make sense.
Escort website. That is
No, it doesn't make sense. We even one thing that I didn't.
Okay, so he says, yeah, doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. Yeah, you're not. Now let's go ahead and play our favorite YouTubers here. Because, and it's interesting because these guys were so quick to try to use this as content to make us look bad. They didn't properly vet this girl, but it's okay. I'm going to do it for them. You know, because since they want to bring this girl on and platform her, etc., but they don't know the real Daisy Chen. They don't know Jin Chen, but I know Jin Chen. And I'm going to make you guys very familiar with her as well. We're all going to know Jin Chen when this is done. Let's play their clip now.
That I would interview the woman in question at the heart of this whole thing. She provided me a bunch of screenshots, screen recordings, and a bunch of different things. And I think it answered a lot of the questions that would seem to be unanswered before. Things like whether or not she's a sex worker. She isn't. What was the time?
Okay. Abba.
You stupid.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to show it right now. So let's go ahead and she said she's not a sex worker. She's not an escort. Okay. What's this? In this photo that you guys can see here, we can see Jin Chen meeting up with a potential client. Okay. I'm not going to say where this was, but what I'm about to show you guys.
Wait a second. Wait. Then I'm lost. I'm lost. If she's a sex worker, then why are you flying to Barbados to meet your mother? Why are you buying her things? Why are you making her your girl? Why are you nutting up in the pussy raw? If she's all these things, then why are you? And not only that, why isn't your boy sitting where you're at talking for you? What motherfucker would tell? That's like Lucario speaking for me, Zach speaking for 50, and Miles speaking for all of us. Man, ain't nobody doing that in the game. It's crazy.
Guys, is all exclusive stuff that no one else has. Okay, but it's an anonymous source. Okay, so
anonymous, right?
It's a photo meeting up with a guy, and it gets better. We got video and audio.
Gentlemen, wake up. This is throwing you off the scent. What she is doing and what she is does not matter at this point. The question still remains is why would you get that pussy the first night, spend time with her, fly her around, bring her to Barbados, if that's, I guess it's Barbados, where the fuck he's from, bring her to your country, meet your parents, and nut up in the pussy. Gentlemen, all this shit that they're doing right now is to throw you off the scent, to say, yeah, she's a whore, she's this and that. Regardless of what she is or she isn't, the question still remains is, number one, why are you talking for your butt buddy friend? Number two, why would a guy that just met a woman, just got some pussy and all this other stuff, why they do? Why are you doing this with a woman you just met the first night? Why are you doing this with a woman you got some pussy from? Why are you taking this woman that you just fucked the first night to meet your parents? Guys, all they're trying to do, and this is some smart marketing 101, do all this shit, but let's get back to this bullshit here. Let's get back to this. Great. Shit don't make no fucking sense, man.
Run the clip.
If you call me an escort, prove it. Prove it.
Firstly, do you think I paid her?
No.
Cash or
No. We can transfer. Do you have cash?
I would prefer to pay you half first and then half aircraft. It's never worked out good enough paid up front.
Hi, I'm here. What are you?
Hey, Pretty in Pink. Oh, no, wait. Hey, this is what makes it worse. If you know she's a whore, then what are they teaching you guys? See, when they don't teach you the right game, they teach you to be open. That's what we call a mark. A mark. Because regardless of what she is, the motherfucker still got the pussy. The motherfucker still spend time with her. The motherfucker still barter things. The motherfucker still travel, pay for traveling, and all this other stuff, and met his parents. So it doesn't matter what she is. What she is doesn't matter. And that's what y'all got to see in the game. What she is does not matter, gentlemen, at all.
One time, I paid it all up front. I was pushing her. She said she came up 3 times and that she couldn't do it anymore.
So you're going to do it 10 times? 2 weeks?
I have been scammed in the past.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I need to be more secure. If you're not making excuse, that means you are not willing to pay.
I would like to pleasure you morally for like an hour or so. It's not just to be fucking. But yeah, usually I'll be for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Non-stop?
So, gentlemen, real quick, if she's a whore, going around fucking all these guys, so will we say that that motherfucker fell in love with a whore? Will we say that motherfucker tricked his money for a whore? Will we say that motherfucker was dirty macking for a whore? And everybody wants, this is a throw off the scent. It doesn't matter what she is, everybody. All that shit doesn't matter. What matters is this, number one, this motherfucker is not speaking for herself. And number two, the butt buddy, this butt buddy's helping him out. But number two is the fact that they're trying to throw you off the scent from the biggest question that y'all should be asking. If you're trying to teach us manhood, why are you doing the opposite of what you're trying to teach us by fucking with an ain't shit bitch? It's crazy.
So for maybe 30 minutes or less, sleep in.
I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
You can't stay for 2 or 3
I can stay, but I cannot have sex for 2 and 3 hours. Like, who can do that?
It's not just sex for 2 or 3 hours. You will have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are, then you may go. I will not force you to stay.
You can pay me half, and I will stay here for 1 hour.
1 hour doesn't mean you're only going to stay for 1 hour.
Then I will stay here for 1 hour, and I'll leave. Because for you, 1 hour is enough. You said 2, 3 hours. I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
You can't stay for 2 or 3
I
hours.
can't.
Honestly, the onus is on you to make this experience wonderful so that I will want to see you again.
Okay, so let's get started.
Are you sure?
So?
Got you in my sights.
I could end the podcast right there. But
No.
wait,
Wait.
there's more. There's more.
Wait. We be in the podcast right there. It doesn't matter what she is. You and your boy are spitting red pill rhetoric from a guy named Rollo Tomasi, who is not even Rollo Tomasi. And all y'all guys are doing is taking advantage of these young men by you having a group of women around you and yelling at them and not teaching them anything. And then going around meeting what you call escorts, fucking them the first night, and then making your girlfriend spending time with you, flying them around, fucking them raw and nutting up in them. What are you talking about?
Because, see, she's been running around saying that she's not an escort, etc. No, I don't do this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'll let you guys decide what you think after seeing that, okay?
That doesn't matter.
But we're going to keep going. There's more. I could end it right there.
No.
Let's go. Let's keep going. So, obviously, you guys can see here, that sounds like negotiating for something. I don't know what particularly, right? But I think we all know kind of what it may or may not be, right?
It doesn't matter.
So she's also talked about how she's a good person and her character, etc. We got some more, guys. So,
Gentlemen, a good person has nothing to do with a woman that not only you not vet about protection, you're having unprotected sex, but we don't, again, I've always said to you guys, before you do anything, do a DNA test if you feel, but in this situation, you have to do a DNA test because if she's an escort, allegedly, and I'm not saying she is, but she is one, she's fucking a lot of guys, if that's the case. Pretty woman. But you have guys. We always want y'all to protect your body, protect your seed, man. And this ain't cool right here, man.
So I have here a Chinese police report. You guys are probably wondering, Myron, what the hell? What's this? Guys, this is a police report where she basically stole money from an individual. Okay, yeah. She stole money from an individual. All right. And I had a friend of mine translate this for me. As you guys will know, I play Overwatch, right? And I have a buddy, I call him the Chinaman. And he went ahead and kindly translated this police report for us. And we have it for y'all here. Okay? At about 1940, on the evening of August 27, 2018, the reporter came to the police station to report that he met with a Chinese woman at about 12 o'clock noon on August 27, 2018 at lane 288 of Daza Road and exchanged 6,000 yuan for 870 with this woman. So basically, he wanted her to give him cash, right?
Jim, man, I'm begging all you guys, just put your feelings aside and think. This makes it even worse. Gentlemen, when you don't know the game and you don't have game, even escorts or women can recognize what is called a mark. And what that woman did was run game on old boy. She gave up the pussy, got expenses, got traveling, got nut up in, got to meet mom, and was about to get married. But this report has nothing to do with anything, because this report, if we do the math, was it not like 6 years ago? We're talking about now. Don't move the bar or the goalpost, excuse me. This guy is moving the goalpost. This is bullshit.
At around 4:45 on August 27, 2018, the woman hailed a car through Didi Taxi and then asked the reporter for 6,000 RMB. And then the reporter gave 6,000 RMB to the woman, and the two got in the car. Soon after, she claimed that she needed to get money from China Construction Bank, the name of the bank, and asked to stop at the China Construction Bank on Yongjia Road, Zhuish District, Shanghai. But the woman did not return 10 minutes after getting out the car, and the reporter sent a message to the woman, but she replied she didn't want to meet the reporter. The reporter felt that he had been defrauded, so he reported the case. So this woman takes this guy's money and runs off with it, right? One of the people that one of her clients, right?
Oh my God.
So what does that say about her character? And you guys might be wondering, well, Myron, do you got proof? Oh.
Wait a second. Okay, but wait a second. Shouldn't you be teaching these men warning signs about somebody's character? That if you meet someone who has a fucked up character that you don't, after you sleep with her, you don't start a relationship with her, you don't spend time with her, you don't move her or travel her, pay for her traveling expenses. Again, I got to go back to this. If you know all this stuff, then what are we looking at right here? What are we looking at right here? Pretty woman, I'm telling y'all. If she's all these bad things, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? See, nobody wants to see. They're trying to throw you off the mark because they don't want to admit that these two suckers ain't got no motherfucking game, and they're gouging y'all motherfuckers. It's bullshit.
I do got proof, actually. I got video. Here she is, taking the dude's money and doing what she's about to do with it. Oh.
So what?
Hey, man.
Wait. What? That does not still take away what your boy did. Gentlemen, they're trying to throw you off the scent by this motherfucker right here trying to save the day for his little butt buddy by just trying to throw all kind of shade and salt on a woman, which, hey guys, doesn't matter if it's true or not. Everything he did is what he did, right? He did nut up in the pussy raw. He fucked her the first night. He spent time with her, had her meet the parents. Come on, dog. What's the point? What's so funny?
I mean, yeah, I could end it there. I could end it there, can I? But guess what?
I've got you in my sights.
There's more. Let's keep going. The show goes on. The show goes on. We going all the way today, baby. We going all the way, because guess what?
So when you have a cult, the thing about a cult is they want to get you to focus on the head or the top of the cult leader. And sometimes not even looking at the information that's right in front of your face. They want to make a lot of these young men say, yeah, see, I told you she was a slut. And yeah, she is a whore. And yeah, she is this. And yeah, she's that. Whether it is true or not, what did your boy do to somebody that you just outed as someone who ain't shit? You're saying she ain't shit. So what are you teaching people? You talk all this stuff about stay away from modern women, stay away from single moms and all that other stuff, and yet your boy, if he's the father, is creating what you guys are talking bad about. You guys talk all this shit about modern women, but you are not talking about a modern woman here. You're talking about a woman that's a whore and an escort. So your boy got fleeced by an escort. And not only fleeced, he tricked his money. The proof is, gentlemen, tricking your money. Look, tricking. You just fucked her the first night and this is what you do? This is your hero. These are the guys y'all want to follow to battle in war. And y'all see why guys that are going to, in 20 years, your senior, are all messed up? Because it's the same guys that followed a guy that shaved his head and acted all tough and acted like he had game. And a lot of young boys got screwed by that. But let's continue. Here we go.
But I'm fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in this bitch. The show goes on. I'm not leaving. This is my home. They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here. Let's fucking go. All right. So here we have her ID, right?
So
here she is. We obviously blurted out personal information so that we wouldn't dox her. But it's to show you guys that we know what we're talking about here. We actually have her Jin Chen. That's your real name, by the way, Jin Chen. It's not Daisy. You run around calling yourself Daisy Chen, but you're really Jin Chen, okay? And we found out that you got fired from your job, okay?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! No! We can't. No! Oh my God! No! Oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh.
Oh my God, we can't do this. We can't. Wait, gentlemen. Please tell me that you young men that are watching, who have watched this bullshit that he posted, please tell me you do not fucking believe that. What does it have to do with the fact that he tricked his money? Why are you character assassinating her? You can do it. But what does that got to do with the fact that your butt buddy did all those things?
You used to work for, right? For a marketing company. You were a marketing manager, Daisy.
Okay, who gives a fuck?
Or should I say Jin Chen? And we have the documents to show that you got fired and why you got fired. Again, this is all in Chinese. But guess what? My boy We Rise once again, a.k.a. Chinaman, the guy that I play Overwatch with and we rage together when we destroy these scrubs. He went ahead and translated for you guys. Once again, shout out to the Chinaman. We got the official documents. Shout out to We Rise. He's on the line as well. But here it is. Here's why she got fired, guys. Okay? Miss Chen Jing, you have been working at Shanghai Beiming Performance Agency Co. since July 2nd, 2018, and your current job is a business assistant. The 3-year labor contract signed between you and the company on July 2nd, 2018 shall be terminated on August 3rd, 2018, and the employment relationship shall be terminated at the same time due to the following circumstances. What else was going on in 2018 when she got fired from her job around this time? Oh, she was stealing money and negotiating for fun with people in rooms which we showed video of earlier. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. By consensus of the parties, the worker is proved to be ineligible for employment during the probationary period.
If she's I listen. I know y'all got to be. I have to be smarter than this. If she is all these bad things, which is perfectly cool. I mean, she is what she is. It doesn't make any sense why they're giving you all this information when the facts are the facts. What does all this happen in 2018 when in 2024, this guy, or in 2023 in December, whatever, when they met in 2023 and all this stuff happened now, what does all that matter? Please, gentlemen, think.
The worker seriously violates the rules and regulations of the unit. The employee seriously derelict in his duties or commits fraud for personal gain, causing major damage to the company.
You stupid.
The employee establishes labor relations with other employers at the same time, which has a serious impact on the completion of the work of the employer, or refuses to make corrections upon the company's request. The personal certification materials provided by the employee to the company are false.
All right, let's move to this
$1
stupid
million. Walter apologized for everything and came clean on everything. Wouldn't you want him to be involved in like your child's life?
But why would you care about that?
Shouldn't the priority be to like build a healthy life for your future child? Shouldn't that be the focus? You don't care. You're not caring. The child right now is just a money ticket for you. You're not caring at all about the child. Why are you leaking all this publicly? The money is the child support that you think that you were talking about earlier. That you're very familiar with.
Wait a second. What? It doesn't make any sense how, and this is why I always tell y'all guys, you got to be careful about cults, because what happens is that the way it works is that people protect the top guy by defending his position, regardless of what he does or doesn't do. Still takes away, has nothing to do with, the fact that he got her pregnant. If he did, I can't say he did. What I'm saying is, if it is his, he was the one that nutted up in a motherfucking woman he met the first night. I don't know if he nutted up on the first night, but apparently through the text and all that, he nutted up in that pussy a few times. And gentlemen, I don't want to keep going in. We'll play a little bit more, but let's see, sir. Let's keep going.
The thirst for them to make content on us is so fucking strong that they will go ahead and compromise themselves and interview a criminal, which I've proven to you guys.
He fucked a criminal, took a criminal out, bought her things, took her to meet his parents, and nut up in the pussy.
Pretty much on the run from China in the U.S., okay, doing a bunch of stupid shit. They will interview her for views. And these guys preach integrity. Hilarious.
What do y'all preach? Regurgitated information from a person that is from LA Confidential who has no game? That even wrote a book that didn't even say man. It didn't say the modern man. It said the modern male. Regurgitating information from motherfuckers don't have it. Gentlemen, this is what we've always told. As I told you before, there's a difference between what guys do from the streets, street game to school game. And as I told you before, people are just taking advantage of you guys by, hey, there's nothing new under the sun. And what they're doing is they're trying to take things that come from the street and trying to whittle it down for you guys out there to try to give you an understanding of something they don't even know about. These guys have no idea anything about the game. Nothing whatsoever. Because a motherfucker who has game is not going to give his dick away to the woman the first night. A motherfucker who has game is not going to go ahead and nut up in her, take her, meet her mom, get in a relationship, fly her all over the place and all this other stuff, and walk around with her like y'all a couple and stuff when you just met a side chick.
Hilarious. Continue on.
I ain't talking about Albert Preach.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
You're not killing it. Okay.
I want to keep the baby.
Probing question to get a response.
Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids.
And she knew.
So if you didn't want any kids, why you nutting up in the pussy raw?
Do that. That's not news.
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Pause. See, guys, like the fact that she's like, bro, who does that? Who calls, right? Like, and this is what I'm trying to say when I say we gotta question everything, right? She calls him, recording the phone call, asking probing questions to try to get an emotional response to make him look crazy.
But why are you talking for your gentleman? Look, why is he talking for his boy? Why is he talking for his boy? Jimmy, look, it's just going in a circle. I want to know what you think. I'm going to ask you a few questions. And I just want to know what you think, gentlemen. You guys out there, all my dogs, everybody listening, even the ones that don't even fucking like me that's watching this shit, they need to think. Number one, would you want another man speaking for you and defending you? That's number one. Number two, regardless of her history, regardless of her jobs, regardless of how much money she took, regardless of how much pussy she gave up, I'm asking you guys, who meets a woman like this the first night, gets some pussy, and starts a relationship? Would you do that? Would you fly her to your country to meet your gentlemen? When a person flies a woman to meet his parents, that's some serious shit. Think about it, gentlemen. The only way you meet somebody's parents is if you're really serious about this woman. You don't just fly an ancient motherfucking woman and you meet your mother that you just fucking. Gentlemen, all I'm saying to you is just think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying and let it soak in. But to have somebody come on here and just try to throw salt on her, that's not the game. You don't need to throw salt. You need to look at shit for what it is. And you know what it is? The is this. Listen, I don't care if she was a circus clown on a circus show in Australia. It doesn't matter. The evidence and the thing that matters is that you met her, you fucked her the first night, you spent time with her, you bought her shit, you flew her around, you introduced your mom, and you nutted in the pussy more than one time. So what does all that shit matter that he's saying, man? That shit don't fucking matter. I'll give him the last few words, man.
After they had agreed that they were not going to have kids, and you guys saw even in her own interview, she never got confirmation.
I can't make this shit up. When was the last time that you met a chick you fucked the first night? And if all she is a fuck, why are we talking kids? Who talks about kids to a piece of pussy just fucked, and nobody's looking at the dog. Hey, listen, I give them all the credit. They running game on you motherfuckers right now, throwing most of you guys off the scent, and you're not looking at the fucking facts. And he's laying them, man, he's smart enough to throw you off the scent, but he's smart enough to lay all the facts out that you're missing the facts because of your emotional high right now. You're so mad at women, because that's what they train you to do, to hate women, that your hatred for women is so high, you're not looking at the fucking facts. It hasn't dawned on you. Wait a second. Wait, if you just fucked in the first night, then why are y'all talking kids? I can't make this shit up.
She wanted kids. He told her we're not going to have kids. She agreed to them not having kids. She admitted that in the interview as well, right? But then she calls him saying, I'm pregnant. And on top of that, she had done a pregnancy test a week before. So let me ask you all a question. With the totality of the circumstances, do you think she's honestly telling the truth here with her being potentially pregnant? She's been doing a fucking press run the past week, going on every single podcast that will have her.
Now, I'll give him credit on this. If I give him credit, we don't know if she's pregnant. We just don't know. We do not know. It can be a scam. We don't know. And if she is, she ran a scam. She ran game. And the reason why she won is because of all the stuff she got from that motherfucker. But if she is pregnant, DNA will tell. That's it. That's it. It's that simple, guys. Gentlemen, man, hey, look, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I didn't mean to do a long one, but this was a fucking long ass thing. And I had to kind of like take time and break it down so y'all can have an understanding of it. But gentlemen, this is why y'all have to be careful about who you follow on the internet. The subscriber numbers and all of this stuff don't matter when you are not teaching men real motherfucking game from the streets. But as I told you before, if you want to go across the street and steal from melanin people who actually knew some shit before you, or you want to clean yourself up and you want to shave your thing and look like, y'all like, wait a second, hey, that guy looks like Andrew Tate. Well, guess what? Look at Andrew Tate before and after he cut his hair and all this other shit to create a fucking book that has nothing to do with anything, or have somebody go on the streets where black men are rapping and everything, or I would say Dolomite was doing rapping before that. They were rapping in the 40s and come up with a song to have everybody think that she was the first rapper on MTV, where people assume that she probably invented that stuff. Guys, you have to be careful. The world is always going to hunt down those that are gullible. Gentlemen, learn the game. Learn the truth about the game. It's from the streets. And street game does not allow another man to talk for him. That's a code in the street that motherfuckers don't do. Motherfuckers don't talk for anybody. The only time someone steps up for somebody in the street is when somebody's sister is being harassed, hit, or beat up by someone. That's the only time somebody will step up for somebody is a brother taking care of his sister. But another man should never defend another man's position. Never should that happen. I want y'all to think about it, man. I appreciate all you guys out there. Let me know what you think, guys. Sorry for the long reaction, but this is crazy. We had to kind of break it down to give y'all more clarity on it. Man, I'm the Dean. It's the Man Mindset, man. Fuck with your boy, man. Holla at you later, man.